Hey y'all, it's Destiny back again with another video. This video is going to be a few do's and don'ts and do's as it pertains to micro locks. I just want to go ahead and say I am not a loctician. I am a my hairtician. I'm an expert when it comes to my hair, but I feel like these tips might be helpful to others who are micro locking their hair, thinking about micro locking their hair, just trying to get some more information on it or a refresher. Want to go ahead and say that I've been micro locked for a year and 5 months. I did them myself. Like I said in previous hair videos, there's no specific grid, there's no specific size. Some of my locks are different sizes. It doesn't really bother me. But just want to go ahead and say that. So I have 4 do's and 4 don'ts. I'm gonna go ahead with the don'ts first, get that out the way. I do have notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm trying to refresh my little memory, okay? So number 1 on the don'ts list is don't compare your journey to anyone else's. This, I feel, is very important because we see a lot of the beautiful women who have their hair micro-locked, who have been micro-locked for years, who just started, whatever the case may be, and we're looking at their hair as hair goals. They might be hair goals, but don't go too far as comparing your hair to their hair. We have to be mindful that everyone's hair texture, hair density, hair length, all of that stuff comes into play, and everyone's is different. Like I know I have multiple textures in my hair. I can't compare my hair to somebody else's because they probably have multiple textures in their hair. So don't get on this whole comparing thing because you don't want to disappoint yourself before your journey even begins. So stay focused on what you have and what you're doing. Number 2, don't over manipulate your locks. This is especially for when we're starting out with our starter locks. I still kind of consider my hair as starter locks. I don't think that it's beneficial to do too many styles because you don't want to put too much tension on your roots, especially your edges, honey, okay? Protect the edges, but you just don't want to manipulate them too much, and especially when you're starting off in the beginning, whether you're starting with coils, whether you're starting with twister and twist, however you're starting, you're gonna come across slippage, and doing those different styles can make more slippage happen more often, so you want to be mindful of that. Also a part of manipulation, and this might be against some of the people's rules, the whole braiding and banding thing. I think braiding and banding for me was only beneficial when I was washing my hair, washing my locks. Braiding and banding every night can be a lot of manipulation and tension on your hair. So you just want to be mindful of that. You don't want to cause anything for any extra pulling or any extra tension unnecessarily. All right. Number 3 on the don'ts list, don't retwist or retie too often. I know that some people, not all, some people love the fresh look. They love when you can see your scalp. They love when you can see the grid. They love that. They end up retying or retwisting their hair far too often, and that will also cause thinning, balding, tension. Nothing good can come from over twisting or over retying your hair. Everyone has a different set schedule. Some people do every 4 to 6 weeks. Some do every 6 to 8 weeks. Go with what you think is best. We have to remember, everybody's hair grows at different rates. What someone might be able to do within 4 weeks may not be what somebody else can do in 4 weeks. You see what I'm saying? Person A can retwist their hair every 4 weeks, but if person B does it, they're going to get thinning because their hair was growing at a slower rate. So you want to be mindful of those things. Yes, it's a good way to gauge, okay, a lot of people in the lock community twist their hair so and so often, but let me see what my hair looks like. So you want to see what your hair looks like when it's time for a retwist or retie. If it's beneficial for you, just don't over retwist, don't over retie, honey. It won't be good. Don't number 4, like I said, I only have 4 don'ts, 4 do's. I might do another video adding more later, but this is what I have right now. Number 4 on the don'ts list, don't use too much products. Don't use too much products. I know if you've come from being natural for years, you're used to all the conditioner, all the shampoo, all the moisturizer, all the this, all the that, plus this and the sealant. Like, there were so many steps that I took as a loose hair natural, and so many products that I would use as a loose hair natural, more so in my beginning years. As I got on, I stopped. Anyway, but you don't want to use too many products, because using too many products will cause buildup in your hair. Buildup is the white, I shouldn't have no buildup, honey, but buildup is when you get you know, the white film in your locks, because you're just putting it on top of it, on top. And even if you wash your hair and then you put back those conditioners, back those leave-in moisturizers, back those creams, oils, it's building back up. It's kind of imperative that you do a lock detox every so often, but be mindful of the products that you're using. I would say really just need some water and some oils, but you know, to your discretion, but just be mindful, not too many products. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the do's. 4 do's. Number 1 on the do's is do enjoy every step of this journey. Please enjoy every step of the journey. Where you are right now in your journey, you'll never be able to get that back unless you restart your hair, and even then it's a whole different set. So enjoy where you are right now. I know a lot of people look at the starter lock stage and be like, oh, this is the ugly stage or the baby stage, and they don't particularly like it. But you have to embrace that. I think being on this lock journey, and it means everything for everybody else. Everybody has their own reasons for going locked. You know what I'm saying? But it's really, for me, accepting who you are, accepting who I am, accepting what God gave me, accepting with what I have. And so you want to enjoy that. No matter if you got the little baby locks, whatever kind of locks you have, enjoy where you are in this journey. And be mindful, because it's going to change. It's going to evolve. Number 2 on the do list, do moisturize daily or every other day. This, again, to your discretion. For me, I moisturize either daily or every other day. And as I stated in previous videos, I use rose water, spritz it if I'm about to go somewhere, or spritz it at night. You use whatever is good for you. And I have to oil my scalp, because my scalp gets dry quickly. Moisturize, honey. Okay. Number 3 on the do list, protect your hair at night. Ladies, I know we see these movies and these women wake up and their hair is just ready to go. Our hair is ready to go too, but you want to make sure that you're either putting on a lock sock, you're putting on a satin bonnet, a satin scarf, or you have satin or silk pillowcases. For me, I have satin pillowcases, and then I do use a scarf at night with my hair loose, just protecting it out my way. But you do want to protect your hair at night. You do also want to protect your hair from the elements. If you're going out, and like when the pollen was very heavy here, I would wrap my hair up. I wouldn't just go out with my hair loose, because the pollen and all that gets in our hair. So protect your hair at all times, especially at night. The do number 4, again, you just want to love your hair. You want to love on your hair, even when you're doing your hair, when you're retying your hair, retwisting, or moisturizing. Think of positive things about your hair. Don't be like, oh, here I go, I got to do this again. Don't ever do anything with bad intentions, even when it comes to your hair. When I'm doing my hair, I'm like, wow, my hair is beautiful. Look at what God gave me. Look at how I'm able to maintain it. Oh, I think about how it's going to look further on. Like, you want to have you do your positive affirmations for yourself. You want to do that while you're doing your hair. You want to love on your hair, you know, and just give that good energy to it. Okay? So these were my 4 do's. These are my 4 don'ts. I might come back with a part 2 if you guys found this helpful. Please let me know in the comment section below. What other do's or don'ts would you add? What do's and don'ts that you go by? Where are you at in your lock journey? Are you locked? Are you considering? Are you thinking about it? You know, leave it in the comments below. But yeah, if you love someone, tell them I love you all.